out there.
A little slick,
yeah,
little slick.
Yeah. I think they're a little better in Utica than they are the outskirts, where it seems to be sticking a little more. But it is slickery.
Mark that down. No, I'm just
slickery.
Kidding. Sorry, just kidding.
Okay, so last night, Ashley Banfield on Headline News. So this went down for me anyway. I'd gotten a call from Manasseh who said they want somebody to do a hit, they call it. On Headline News on the issue of the baby crawling down the street, which when you see the video, it's crazy, right?
It is. It's definitely something.
And you were on there as well last night.
So, in a while.
So I talked. Can you do Skype? Yes, I have a studio. Okay, can you do it at 6 o'clock? Sometime between 6 and 6:15. Okay, I can make myself available for that. I'll be ready. Then I get a call back and said, "Oops, I'm so sorry. We've gone with another affiliate. They take priority, so I'm not going to need you." And I'm like, okay, well, if you need me ever again, just let me know. It ends. I go back to building I'm building a pantry, and our closet is turning into a pantry. So I have shorts on. I've got a paint shirt on. It's got paint all over it. I'm knee deep in this, sawdust going on all over the place. 5:45, I get a phone call. Hey, are you still available? I think we need you after all. Boom! I run out of there. I run upstairs, change my clothes all around.
You should have kept it all in there.
I'm wearing shorts, by the way, because I'm sitting behind a desk on Skype. Got down, got everything ready, and was able to pull it off. So it almost happened with a hammer in my hand yesterday. But listen, they look at this. She kind of hammered you a little bit, like, why did you take so long to arrest? Why did you take so long to take the kids away? It's a process, right? I mean, there are...
Well, so long. It
Yeah,
wasn't.
didn't it happen almost simultaneously?
Well, the incident itself, like I said on the show, it happened about 7:30. We weren't notified till about 10:30. It took between 2 and 3 o'clock for us to actually locate them.
And what is interesting is on the video, it seems that somebody is going to call 911. And then there's an old guy. I say old, maybe he's my age, I don't know, but he seemed like a guy that was helping. Did you call 911? And he said, no, I didn't go. You call 911. I said, okay, I'll call now. Sounds like they didn't call 911.
They did not. We did not receive a phone call.
That's unbelievable.
So did you? So
I thought he did it. No, I thought you did it. Well, nobody called.
Early reports were that you guys saw the video. Is that what prompted you to start the investigation?
Well, we did, but the video was, we had a call into our desk that said, "Hey, you guys need to take a look at this video."
And you know what? Probably
a concerned citizen that saw it on Facebook.
You know what probably happened is if you watch this video. So the woman is nowhere to be found. It's the guys, a bunch of guys. My wife is like. This is very typical. They don't know what to do. Pick the baby up. Will someone pick up the baby? And, then you pick it up, and you pick it up like any typical, I hate to say, not every guy, but you pick it up like you're picking up an
animal.
I don't know, like some sort of an animal. They pick up the baby, and, my wife said, will someone please cuddle that baby? It is cold outside. And, but finally, so they're saying, if you call 911, I didn't call 911. Did you call 911? And then finally they say, well, call 911. But just as that happens, that's my baby, that's my baby. She comes running out of from somewhere, and that probably is what prevented the 911 call.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
People probably just didn't want to get involved at that point.
So let me get it straight here. Let me just get it straight. So she locked the baby into the car seat, because we're all about safety. And... they got into probably a pretty heated conversation, something that was compelling, I'm sure. And so compelling that the baby had the time and ability to unhook the car seat, climb out of the car seat, open the car door, climb out of the car door, and to not alert the mother, probably shut the car door gently, then begins crawling down the street. This story doesn't make any sense.
No, we obviously questioned the story ourselves.
Yeah.
Obviously, we weren't being told the whole truth there.
Right.
I'm still trying to figure out exactly how it happened.
So you have nothing? I mean, you have no idea of what,
No, at this point, we don't have any, there's no video surveillance in the area that can help us with this case, and nobody's actually witnessed him,
I'm sorry,
falling to the concrete.
That the priority that getting this baby on Facebook Live and not calling 911 is it really disturbing.
I got to tell you, she went down that road. I disagree with that. I do disagree with that, and I'd like your take on it. I mean, everybody does the Facebook Live thing. All the kid who was taping, it's not like he was there by himself. There were other people there, other guys there that were taking care of the baby, and the kid's like, okay, my role is to Facebook Live this. I don't think it's as we've seen cases where before someone helps the person, they're putting a video out. That's horrible. I don't think that was this case. Do you agree with that? What do you think?
Well, I agree. I think there was, more than enough suitable people there to handle the baby. And
to make room for a cameraman.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And obviously a young kid there, that's going to be his first instinct, I think, in these days and ages. And
he was commentating, man, this is what we do in Utica, babies in the streets.
Oh, gosh.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's what we do.
So
we have the Boilermaker Road Race and then the baby crawl.
Tell me, now, at what point were the children taken away?
So once the investigation obviously initiated, it took some time to us actually locating them. So you're talking 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Obviously, our first concern was to get the baby to the hospital. Obviously, needs a guardian. She was the only one there. She had 3.
So you got to find this. You had to find her.
Yeah. And then there was 3 other children that were at the house. There was only one other person to sit with them and watch them. We contacted Child Protective Services. The baby had to go to the hospital. So the time frame in there is, hey, we're going to charge her. But we're going to give her an appearance ticket. She'll have to show in court on a different date. And Child Protective Service started their investigation. And I guess in the morning they
and the attorney,
removed the children.
The attorney that was on with Banfield last night said, I don't know if they really have anything here. You basically have a child. I mean, and you might be right, but you had to do something, right?
Well, he is a defense attorney, so
right.
He's going to have a defense, and we believe we have probable cause that
at the very least
she put the baby in a situation to endanger it, and
because a mistake is no excuse for. I mean, you're still creating a child endangerment situation, right?
Correct. That's what we believe, and that's why she was charged, and she'll have to face that.
You located the child and the other 3 children, but couldn't find the mother?
No. It just took to about 2 to 3 o'clock to actually find them all. They were all together, but nobody would answer the door. Then finally, between 2 and 3 o'clock, finally we're able to raise somebody at the house.
It came out initially she was 17. Now we find out she's 27. Right? Is that true?
Yeah. That was my fault.
Okay, all right.
That was just a strict typo on my part.
Got it. It was a typo. Yes. Okay, that's where that came from.
I don't know why I was thinking so.
And then I
well, 1 and 2 are close together, so you very well may have typed 2.
I was also trying to write that at 8 o'clock in the
morning. Understood.
Can we talk about that? Because I actually want to. What happened was someone in the building.
Thank God you made it a 2-digit because the mother was 7.
I think this happens a lot, and I think there's a public perception, and then there's also a media perception, and there's probably what your job's really like. In addition to being the PIO, you actually have a job, right? That's not your main job.
It is not. I'm a lieutenant in the Criminal Investigations Division.
So I'm texting him at like 7:30 Saturday morning. Do you have details on this? And somebody's saying to me, like, what's taking so long? And my answer was, correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't want to say this in a cold fashion, but it's not breaking. It's not urgent. At this point, nobody's in danger. Can I let the guy sleep in till like 9 on Saturday morning? I felt bad about that, but I was getting pushed to get some information. Talk about what your job is like, because on Saturday morning, 6:30, the media's reaching out saying, what's with this story? You kind of got to force yourself out of bed,
and
right?
the story that went viral. I mean, this is a story that blew up.
Well, what actually happened is I did wake up early that morning and just happened to start reading my emails. Now, obviously, the incident had occurred overnight. Some emails were written. I was actually sent an email by the same person that called it into us to say, hey, you guys need to take a look at this. So as I saw the video, I had called the station to kind of get an update what was going on, and they were like, hey, this is what we were doing, blah, blah, blah. So at that point, that's when you started texting me. I was also texting back and forth with Deputy Chief Noonan, so I had to get all my facts together because they didn't call me when this happened, which is in a normal course of business that they would call me in a situation like this.
It is or it isn't?
It is not.
It is
not.
This is not something they would reach out to me.
It's not breaking. It's not urgent. Nobody's in danger at the moment.
Obviously, if this was a homicide or something to that effect, a major car accident, something like that, they would reach out to me. But this was something where we had a baby. It wasn't injured. The patrol handled it. Criminal Investigation Division assisted, and there was emails written.
You had to have an inkling that if there's video, this thing's going to go viral.
As soon as I saw it and started talking, that was definitely knew it was going to kind of blow up.
This is going to blow up.
Didn't think it would blow up this big. But
so the children are taken away currently, and that'll be handled in family court.
Correct.
So they're in protective custody. Is there another parent or a grandparent in the mix where the children could go, or we don't know anything about that yet?
I personally don't know that yet, and that's probably
family court.
That's probably a child protective question.
Got it. All right.
It's like that thing. It's like, you ever see those pictures? It's like what my family thinks I do, what I think I do, what I actually do, that type of thing. And I think that's with your PIO. You're not sitting around just waiting for. I can't wait for the media to call me so I can talk about something. You have other responsibilities.
I don't think. Are you mad at him? Because you seem really worried that he's that you
woke
him up.
No, actually, you know what? This is more of I think a public perception, and even to some extent the media, where they think like, come on, it's 6:15. Why isn't he up? Why doesn't he have this info out? And
I have to say that is like this in every profession, not just every profession, but everything that is going on in the world, right? So if I got a painter coming to my house and it's 9 o'clock, I'm like, it's 8:50. Shouldn't you be
early?
Shouldn't you have the cans out, mixing the paint up? What's going on? So I think we're all, if that's your job, the same. I'm assuming that we're all very impatient in this day and age. It does seem.
Well, listen, I'm staying quiet because he'll get texts from me at 4:30, so I'm not saying anything.
All right. So again, craziest story though you've ever had to deal with, and certainly it took you on national television.
Yeah, it definitely was. It's strange. It's unfortunate. I wish it never happened, and hopefully it doesn't happen anymore.
Well, think about what could have happened. I mean, do we have any idea how long that baby had been crawling? How far that baby crawled?
We don't know. Because we don't know what the time frame is. I'm hoping that it was not very long.
And I hate to say, but I almost find it odd, the running up and so you look behind your seat and your baby's not there. I'm sorry to second guess here and all of this, but your baby's not there. How do you know to run down the street? Is there some suspicion there that? How do you know? The last place in the world I would be calling 911. Someone stole the baby. How would you know to look on the street and automatically from afar say, that's my baby? This is really weird to me.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of theories being thrown around the office. Obviously nothing that we can actually prove right now. Yeah. Just like probably everywhere else. Like, how did this happen?
You need help proving the story? Because I'm convincing sometimes. So.
If you got some facts.
I got to tell you, though, I can't come up with one on this one. This one is baffling. This whole story is just mind-blowing. So.
Yeah, I think she has a story out there, too, today that she gave a story.
Another story?
I think she gave a story that the baby wasn't buckled in and the door doesn't shut very well. I think that was the story that was out there.
Well, in that case,
that I read this morning.
Well, I got to tell you, it now makes sense. I am completely satisfied. Not. All right. Lieutenant Coromato, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Who knows? We may never get to the bottom of this one.
You're right.